Welcome back to PERK'S Recap, back at it once again. We're hitting Old and in the Way. That's the name of the band. It's another one of these Jerry Garcia side projects from 1973. I knew nothing about it, of course. The name of the song is called Moonlight. Again, I don't know anything about the song either. Let's just jump right into it. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here we go.
Down in San Antone, beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime, call me on the phone. I'll meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayers. The Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there in the moonlight.
Okay, we'll go back 10 so we don't miss anything. I gotta say, this sounds very heavily influenced by country. It sounds pretty much like a country song to me, at least to my ears so far. Not necessarily a bad thing. Country usually isn't my forte, but this is Jerry, and I'm still picking up some pretty good things that he's doing with the guitar and stuff, and I'm sure I'm still going to enjoy it. We'll go back 10. All right, let's go.
If you ever feel sorrow for the deeds you have done, with no hope for tomorrow, in the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling with things that might have been, and that last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight.
Okay, still has that country flair, but I'm enjoying it. I'm able to pick up on certain things that I'm enjoying. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this, this is another side project of Jerry's and another one that I knew nothing about. I didn't realize he worked so hard in the 70s with all these other bands and all these other projects he was doing, along with touring with the Grateful Dead like a madman. And I mentioned that in the last video I did with him and Merle Saunders. And again, I didn't know they toured together and they did songs and things like that. And here's another one. Old and in the Way. Never heard of it. Never knew anything about it. I don't know how many of these kind of things he did. Anyway, I got a few notes on this. Nothing big. It was formed in '73 by Jerry, and John Kahn is on bass, who was also in the Jerry Garcia Band, and then Peter Rowan's on vocals. That's really all I have on it. What we're going to do is going to be a little different. They did this again as the Grateful Dead band, and we're going to have a version of that as well. At the end of this video, when this is over, we're going to go to the Grateful Dead version, and we'll do a little bit of comparison or whatever, see which one we like a little better. We'll see where that takes us. But anyway, I want to get back to this one. I don't want to ramble too long. Here we go. Okay. Okay.
If you ever feel sorrow, the deed you have done, with no hope for tomorrow, in the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling, the things that might have been, that last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you ever see. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight,
I like this part.
moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight.
I don't know how much time we have left. Let's see. Not too long. Anyway, just final thoughts here before we get to the end. Remember, sometimes my mouth moves faster than my mind moves faster than my mouth can keep up with, and I'll lose myself sometimes when I'm talking. I think that's happened a little bit the last time I paused. But anyway, what we're doing, just to clarify, they did this again with the Jerry Garcia Band. We're going to do that song right after this one, and then we'll do some comparisons. We'll see which one we like better. That's what I was trying to say last time, and I kind of fumbled all over myself, and I hate when I do that, but I don't want to stop the song, and I want to keep going. So let's just keep going.
In the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, oh, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight.
Okay. Okay, there you have it. That was Midnight Moonlight, and it was coming from the Boarding House, 1973. Another band that I knew nothing about that Jerry had formed and played with, Old and in the Way. We're going to get the same song, but done by the Jerry Garcia Band now, and we're going to see if there's any differences or what it sounds like, if it's less country, if it's the same amount, if it still is pretty much country feeling, at least to me it is anyway. The last song was. But I do want to say, Peter Rowan was on vocals. I liked his voice. His voice is pretty good. And I've heard Jerry do, like, play acoustic, but not to that degree. And he's really, obviously, that's not surprising. He's going to be really good on an acoustic guitar. But that was really, really well done. Again, country's usually not my forte, but there was definitely things about that I could pick out and still really enjoy. Let's see what the Jerry Garcia Band version of this song does. Here we go.
Feel lonesome, you're down in San Antonio. Can't steal or borrow 2 nickels or a dime. Call me on the phone. I'll meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayers. The Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Do you ever feel sorrow for things you might have done? No hope for tomorrow, in the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling. Things that might have been, that last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight.
Okay, we'll go back 10 so we don't miss anything. All right, this isn't going to be much of a comparison. I like this one a lot better. It's a little less country. There's still some country flair to it, no doubt about it. But I got to say, it's less country. It sounds more like a Grateful Dead tune. I can picture that. It sounds, and I do prefer Jerry's voice. I did mention before. I got to make sure I get everybody's name right here. Of course, now I don't see it. Oh, Peter Rowan. Yeah, I'm sorry. Peter Rowan was on vocals before, and I enjoyed his vocals, and I did mention that. But Jerry's are just better. It fits the song better. This is a little later. This is 1980, so this is 7 years after the first song that we listened to. And the fact that Jerry's singing this, and it seems like it changed a little bit. It's a little less country feeling to me, and the bass is a lot more prevalent. Now, the lineup here is Ozzy Allers on keys, and Johnny Fonseca. I'm going to say Fonseca. I never heard of him. Fonseca on drums. I'm butchering the names, I know, I'm sorry. But the bass, is John Kahn again. Now, John Kahn was on the bass in the first song, but he's on bass again here. It just seems a lot more present, a lot more prevalent. I'm really hearing the bass a lot more. I don't know if it's because 7 years later, maybe the technology was a little better, a little different. Whatever the case may be, I'm enjoying this one a lot more than the first one. Sorry, that was a bit of a ramble. I'm going to try not to pause the rest of the way. Go back 10.
Moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight.
this will be a short pause, I promise. I didn't want to pause again, but I had to mention there. It still has the country flair, but the guitars are much more, this sounds more like a Jerry song, more like Jerry's kind of guitar work. Absolutely stellar, fits the song perfectly. That's what he does. And I'm enjoying this one quite a bit. We're going to continue this. That's definitely the last time I pause.
You ever feel lonesome? You're down in San Antonio. Beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime to call me on the phone. And I'll meet you at Alamo Mission. We can say our prayers. And the Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother would hear us as we kneel there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. You ever feel sorrow? Things you might have done, no hope for tomorrow. In the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling, the things that might have been. That last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, and in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Thank you.
Okay, first things first, I want to thank Ken for the kind donation and the suggestion to do this. Definitely enjoyed it. I got to say, you know, as I said, I enjoyed the second one a little bit more. The first one, Peter's voice was good, but I think Jerry's voice in the second one fit the song a little bit better. I'm not saying his voice is that much better than Peter's. I just think for this song, it fit the song a little better. His guitar playing, I thought, was a little better in the second one. I enjoyed it a little more. Felt more like Jerry in the second one, again, on the guitar, more than the first. But the first, it's not like the first was garbage. I don't want to be just completely tossing that aside. I enjoyed the first one, like I said. A little bit of a country flair. This one had that country flair as well, but it was toned down. It wasn't nearly as prevalent. This felt like a Grateful Dead kind of a song more in the second one. Anyway, you know, you might prefer the first one. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer, the first one or the second one. Anyway, once again, thank you, Ken, for the donation and the suggestion to do this. I'm pretty pumped that we got to do 2 songs on one video when it kind of a compare and contrast, even though it's the same song. Anyway, if you'd like to donate like Ken, information for Venmo and PayPal is in the description below. It's also at the end of this video. You can also hit the thanks button on YouTube. That's another way to donate. And if you donate, I'll react to whatever song you want me to. And if you have donated and you're waiting for your reaction, they are all coming. I'm getting to them as I go, one by one, in the order I got them. So Ken's was up here, and this is the one we did today. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Until next time, I will see you later.